Yo, guys, I just wanted to send a big thank you. I know I've done it several times, but I did have a few donations trickle in after the last stream, of course. I just want to say thank you to everybody for being behind me. I won't say everybody, because there's some people that are not behind me. I was in 14 hours total and still got marks on my wrist. I was cuffed for about 5. But there's a lot of people that have been very good and very generous. Um, Not just in financial ways, but supporting me, sharing videos, getting people aware of my case, my cause. Um, Thanks, Clash. I appreciate it. Um, I genuinely appreciate every dollar. I appreciate every quarter. I appreciate every share, every like, um, bringing in subs, um, all of that stuff, man, makes a difference. It makes a world of difference. Um, I've thought about things a little bit, and it just shows more retaliation, not necessarily on Lake County. Like, Lake County giving me a bogus charge is a bogus charge. It is what it is. Um, but um, I was there to turn myself in. I had already made the phone call to turn myself in. I told them I was going to wait, even though they told me I was free to leave because I was not in custody. Um, but New Chicago made the choice to call and make sure I got arrested, which is cool. Your News Now was first. So, booyah! Um, Thanks, Chris. I appreciate it. And again, thanks for the help yesterday. I got a whole another slew of stuff going on. I got the additional charge, which was the 250 bond. I've got, lawyers' fees now on 2 cases. I've got, all this crap, but, it is what it is. So, it is what it is, guys. We'll take care of it one at a time. But whether you've donated financially or not, um, I appreciate everything. Whether you're here with good intentions or you're fucking running retard news. Hey, no. Your News Now. I told Noman not to come. I made that decision. That had nothing to do with Noman. Although I did have an officer at the county jail ask me if I knew Noman Esio, and then I said yes, and they laughed at me. Um, I told him not to come because I wasn't expecting it to be a big deal. It should have been just an in and out thing. Um, but it is what it is. So, the bottom line is whether you support me or whether you're fucking swine, get me more exposure, or you're George W. Fields Jr., who's a and had me arrested last night. Oh yeah, that was cool. I thought you were giving him shit about last night. Or whether you're the piece of shit cop that put in the phone call to fucking make sure I was arrested last night, that caused way more grief than needed, and kept your retaliation and harassment going. It's all good because either way, it's getting the story out there. It's making you guys look, the New Chicago Police Department, retarded, and it gives my story of retaliation more facts and more credence. So, whether you donate $1, it should be able to be requested, absolutely. Because somebody made a call and then it was dispatched and they said it was an officer or another police department, so it definitely was not an anonymous call. The issue becomes like, if I call on Noman and say, hey, Noman's pig is running loose in the front yard, I don't have to give a name. But they clearly state another department called, which means they have the information of who made that phone call. So yes, we will be able to find that out at some point on who made that call. No, New Chicago was watching. I guarantee it. Swine called the jail, though, to find out how much my bond was to try to start shit, and they fucking hung up on him. It's awesome. He's an idiot. So I'm thinking about strutting my ass into New Chicago in the next day or two and getting a copy of my police report now that they wanted me to come pick up while I was wanted. Since I'm not wanted anymore. But, whether you share, Bayou, I think I got a donation from you of a couple of bucks, brother. I appreciate it. Six, I know I got one from you the other day. I appreciate it. Just a little jaded. Tried to charge a percentage fee. She didn't even donate. But like I said, whether you are supporting me, I know, Tammy, I'm just teasing you. It's all good. Whether you support me financially, whether you are there via text message and my friend, whether you're liking and sharing the videos, whether you're getting the word out about my cause, whether you're hitting the thumbs down button and calling the police on me, she does. She donates her time. And she wants to donate more. Her. I'm still doing the winky eyes. It's all undercover. Whether you are the piece of shit cop, George W. Fields, my wife says I can no longer go to Michigan. I'm grounded. So we'll see. Or whether you're swine repellent sharing my story to more people. It all helps. We can turn negative into positive. So, you know, one day at a time. So, I'm still raising funds, guys. I still need some help. Like I said, I got that $250 bond, and I've got to get some money to my attorney, even though he is my friend. Yeah, it's actually an officer I've dealt with before. I got to look up his name, but yeah, he's like, "Do you know that No Manesio guy?" Or he asked me if you were my friend, and I was like, "I know him." I was like, "I can't admit to being my friend." What's up, Metal Swine? So that's kind of where we're at, guys. Whether you like me or whether you don't, whether you donate financially or you don't, I just want to sincerely say thank you. Because it brings more awareness to not just my cause, but the movement in general. Like, as much as I'm going through and as much as this sucks and as much as, like, it hurts, you know, it hurt my kids last night. You know, my wife said the first thing that happened this morning, when I left last night, I told my kids that I would be back in the morning before they got up. And I gave my son a hug and a kiss. And, the first thing my 7-year-old son did this morning was ask his mom where his daddy was, and she had to tell him that his daddy wasn't home yet. And that stuff hurts. You know, if I wasn't fighting this cause, I would have been here for my son. If I was fighting this cause, if I wasn't fighting this cause, I wouldn't have spent 14 hours laying on fucking concrete with a back injury and be in extreme amount of pain. So, you know, it's not like people think, oh, it's just going out and talking to cops and, you know, being an asshole or being a nice guy or taking a picture. And there's a lot more behind the scenes that maybe some people don't take into account or don't realize. I'm gonna need more help, guys. I know that. Um, but again, you know, it's e-begging or whatever people call it. You know, it is what it is. But the reality is when you get a good cause, you get behind it. And I hope if you guys believe in me that you'll continue to help me a little bit here and there. Um, like I said, I got the additional 250 bond today that I had to pay. It was actually my grandpa paid it for me, so I have to pay that back. And then I gotta get my attorney some money too, even though he's my friend. Does not work for free, so I gotta get a down payment to my attorney. On top of keeping my house afloat, keeping bills going, house payment, 2 car payments, blah blah blah. You know, standard stuff that everybody else has. I now have bail and lawyers fees and all that shit on top of that. So you know, keep it coming, guys, if you can. It helps at this point. If you can't, much love and respect again. Just like and share the videos, try to get some subs and try to help spread the word, because this is bigger than just me. It's a movement, guys. It's I'm just one guy in Indiana. James Freeman is one guy in Texas. High Desert Community Watch is one guy in California. Monkey 83 is one monkey in a tree. I think he's on the East Coast somewhere. But, you know, Bayou Bandits, one guy in the South. So, but together, if we rally our voices and continue to be strong, we can be strong. Yeah, Dan does not work for free, even for me, with being my friend. So, but again, guys, everything helps. $1's $1. A share is a share. A like's a like. A sub's a sub. I mean, I've gotten a couple hundred subs in the last week since this is broke. But it's not about me. It's about the movement. It's about, you know, keeping our freedom free, keeping it. You know, I had a talk with a jailer in there today, and he goes, well, you know, Mr. Steelbolt, if you had just complied in the parking lot and not told the cop no, you probably wouldn't have got this extra charge. And I said, this is a contempt of cop charge. I said, the bottom line is if I'm going to stand up for one of my rights, I'm going to stand up for all of my rights. So that's where we're at, guys. But I just wanted to know, I know I say thank you a lot. I just wanted to take a few minutes. I'm going to lay down. I had a long night. I'm in a lot of pain. I need to relax. Will you take some advice? Desert Sentinel, you can always shoot me an email or a text. I got a hateful text message last night from some Chicago number. It's all good, man. Desert Sentinel, you're more than welcome to shoot me some email. I mean, or if you want to type it out real quick, I was going to end this. If you want to type it out. I'm willing to hear what anybody has to say, but I guess it comes down to the fact that everybody does things differently. Somebody might not agree with how I handle things. I might not agree with how you handle things. But like Freeman said, yeah, I mean, legitimately, like, I did not yell at him. I did not raise my voice. And the charge I got is disorderly conduct for being excessively noisy and continuing to do so after being told. Shut the fuck up is not a lawful command to me. Especially when I'm not yelling. So, but Desert Sentinel, if you want to shoot me an email, anybluenews@gmail.com, or get my number and text me.